sikli no sengno tabuni serai rok hamia lama tangi dongka borok hamia lama wo tangya borok no jeng as a senior citizen as a responsible citizen jeng borok no direct khainani rengya engei tong laika kokthai si tongo each time a language disappear one of our civilization dies je somoyo ohani kaisa kok manai kaisa itihas kaisa civilization kaisa communities bo thui thango language ka kesa kamawo civilization ka tse thiyo ras mata bana akong nusau the greatest strength that we have is the land oha bo hasibia hana mutai oha bo hasibia hana buma hana ama o concept how tamuria tongba neng kaisa kai di khang ka manei ama bos thai thango ha tola no tui tongo ha tola no rangsak tongo ha tola no mui ketheng samu ha ni no it klayo nok tang is everything sing toma bo hawo sing thui thangai bu sing songjagi thapla khai bo hawo no ki feel nai phobjagi bu sing hawo no ki feel nai omongka universal truth rang puisa bai neng pai maya but community involvement tong khang kai no kemukunu khai maya that's why documentary ni khetre cultural representation no amount of rang puisa bai neng produce khai maya until and unless community themselves bus kango fainai no chuba suria hang kai all the support tabu pujunto sini community otong
khulumbai kya nongno haino hai khabai khukbai ani podcast lamsok firo ao tini sangnaya thangtongo 71st episodes ge sino special episodes ne sino special narawai kha sini sir Sunil Kalai bonga khoroksa assistant professor TRIPURA University wo journalism and mass communication bo or department bo sebok ngi samung khaitongo hingga kana rok bin mung khana oina nok saimang kana tini sin episodes bomri topic no te sing sana nai tong aw ang sai rishwana tini sing basically mass media tai journalism abuni logi logi sini hukumu mukhumu sini culture sini wansungmung plus sini thinang ni bagai sini chrairong ni bagai sini youth song ni bagai sin society ni bagai sing jotono cover khai tini kok salaikya hanggang nong no koinai especially sini youth song no norok episodes kindly choya khai nyai di o episodes nong ni bagai no dedicated tahmale sini sir Sunil Kalai bini thainor kabangma serengjangnai serenggi mannai hanggang te sagleda boy let's start our podcast. Pula nang sarno lamso gani Kothok Podcast sar nang bahai tong
kam bai
nga sarno ang pula no koi nai sar taisa nang kindly ni sinimung sin nai tong nai ronok sar kisa saikanar de
ani mung bani sing siwana
sure sir
ani mung Sunil Kalai ang tabu presently University of Rungitongo in the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication. Angka by profession tamu kai angkai tabu for the last 5 years I am known as a farmer.
Farmer sir.
Yes, because I love farming, and the reason why I take of media amo kaisa kahini tongo angkai master's degree visual communication no khainani sakang ang St. Anthony's College ni bachelor's in media technology khaipai
Shillong St. Anthony sir.
First master's degree complete khayapa no first batch of rural studies masters in rural management and development and kasmiya muita tong kotak phano why do you take up rural studies which is different subject from your graduation and ask me phone interview budo je vice chancellor tong asmiyo head of the department of economics brok tong asmiyo ang saka because I wanted to be an educated farmer.
Okay, nice sir.
Today MONDRA a social welfare society nichung NGO bukhaka.
Sir nong NGO no.
Yes, and that promotes education through agriculture, inspiring the young minds that we balance ecosystem through the practice of traditional agriculture.
Sir sang tin MONDRA ti lo failen sir. Hangkang sir sang chengkhabang non sanam songa sir sang ni agini live umar sono ke saikana di sir ni early lives ro nang boroni phaikya ro so that sin night on we inspire na sir.
Early life quite interesting. Tabu interesting. Ulo interesting tong nai. Because the way ching chini koktma saikana riu. Amusi interesting na nang.
Correct sir.
Ang asaimani para kami amongka darkai koloi kami
Okay sir Jompui
Jola lai
Okay.
ani parabo was born in 1984 serai fruto ang chini parabo kaisa bicycle bukrei kaisa fan bukrei lama bukrei kaisa gari bunugia jeep gari by bus gari nungnani gangkai chung 5 to 6 kilometers parani simi Kothok sartui
Okay.
himui jompui hatiwo phaika hangkai senggari rok nugo bazar rok nugo dukan rok nugo
Sir aba quite remote nota.
remote hangkai paro pia ba asoi pan school tomo chini parani school primary school junior basic school aro le mastok jar frunai rok belai ni kahamuni khakao plus chini paro aproni simunu sikla bodol rok club ni khale
Okay.
ani cousin brothers song okra chakra borok parani nijini buwa sijek nijini buma bufa rok pon suak bokang hangkai asong rok pon borok suak bangor no opus rok khaimani ang nui tong tak
Okay. Man bro apur pon sir social issues niti sam khaita.
hangkai ta kaisa tabu nukang kai nang chimlem ni khnao bobai sing para kaisa no borok culturally kuf active chung srai sumai phano sono goria dance
Mana
frungo-
sir bishudep koloi de.
yes
Okay. Okay.
sono borok goria dance frungo suti somoyo hangke parabo kucing khayo borok mane holiday hangke alka parani srai to durga pujar gulai na phia chini parani srai ro hangke joto seng club utlang jagi nai di boro jeng srai rok no borok je okra tongnai rok tabu jeng class 1 class 2 hangke je class 6 7 srai rok ba je maidubis pori tongnai srai rok borok volunteer khainai sono phurungei no seng tini usugratei kaka. So I learned a lot from my village. Kaisa role model ni khaka ka ang tabu phano. Ani achaimani je kami. Amna kaisa role model haiken nugui tongko.
Belek.
Je community welfare. Je common issues no tui nai togetherness. Thansa ke bahai samung khainai. Bolongi manamo. Phiaba boromuni sini je economic system. Je social system belai rooted.
So very powerful. Nang sar ang tak sung siyon tak nang je phurngi tong mani nang tau sir mass media tai journalism o sir. Hangka o department ni sino ke saikhanar di sir.
Journalism and mass communication amno different universities tai different region of India wo juda juda Mumbai nukjago tabuk jeng Northeast region ong kang kai based on University Grants Commission is a syllabus klaizak recognizing zak journalism and mass communication hunjago somewhere private ong kang media studies no down south ong kang brok practically brok sound engineering plus visual communication plus direction
Okay mana sir aboni different names ta.
yes karon media angka kaisa tabu social science ni je nang history nang political science our subject no tui khaima khai
Okay.
media studies angka tabu one of the most important
Sir.
achievement of industrial revolution
Right sir
nang
right.
civilization angka kena media is one of the indicator of a new civilization angka omno tuina ang poribu omno tuina ang frungo frungo mane baksa hana de jeng ka pondit ba jeng joto sai man no katal podcast hindi Instagram hindi social media operating hindi amla ang students no frungi maya ulta ani student roksi ano frungo
Mana sir aboni ni subject khop jago na.
yes so media studies tamni bagi interesting mala why I enjoy because I learn from any students Ani students to ang ani experience hawo borok ano new technologies ni somonde borok ano update ribo. So we grow in learning and doing things together.
Okay.
Like documentations plays a very important role.
Correct, sir.
This is a podcast. This is also part of media engagement and media practice. Nangamuno academically kaina ko media studies jakata ko. Fiaba in the world, this industry, media industry, communication industry is the largest revenue generating industry because it comes in science, arts, commerce, everything.
Yeah.
Why? If you have to invent a new model of computer, it's a communication technology.
Correct.
Also information technology.
Okay.
Communication and information technology combined together becomes media technology.
Oh, hi sina sir.
Media is just a medium. Hangga tabung nang amno research kaina ni kangka academic so nang piuka. Marketing research kaina kangka nang management nang piuka. Hanggang kay nang azaga electrical pulses ni CCD pa nang ka camera, baksa the mirrorless, omo nang physics, engineering background sara nang kay maya. So this is a conglomerations of all segments. At the same time, nang kaisa content kaina ni nangka, nang culture no to nang film kaina ni nangka, literature ni borok nang nai, be it KOKBOROK, be it Bangla, be it English, be it any language. So this media is a very important field. Society by ekotai, you have to stay updated and everyone is your subject. Zotto karang kaisa character nang kaina nang kay nang rickshaw driver no bunang sinai.
Correct.
So all industry wo nobody is excluded in this industry. Because society no is very close to sociology. I'm not documentation kayo. So various ways to deal with media technology.
And it's a very powerful department.
It is. Media is extension of individual and society.
Correct. Ultimately, human behavior no.
Human behavior is entire society.
Okay.
Because media is the extension of individual today. Tamni bagai you nisit real life on nisit deverma oparani.
Correct.
You do have social account.
Correct.
Ni social media account tomo. Instagram, Facebook, time sitomo. So this is another extension of you. Nung sakri khaidi, nung jen zagapan tabu nung conference thane, you take a membership. People look for your social media accounts.
Kubai sir. Gasar sangte follow gana kong no. Gasar ang sana mo song tawag sini haste wo especially sini society wo Tiprasa society wo. Nang amto da wan sok sar teb khanya tongku of field to aba himara ma tong sir.
Taibu khaina tongku am hai hinai wan song na bu mangya ke ni bagai. Ang buino wan song di bu hnia. Society was naturally je tini khaima mani tini khaidi khainani payui jori sung kathang tongku khanate jirang gang kai taiwasa khaipidi because sung jesik fan kunu khaidi sung amno paithak jara khaibu maya because human minds keeps on changing. Society or the universe omo paifly mani krai omo omega beginning and the end. Omno kebu sai maya. Hanga borok muni sini langma je 50 years, 70 years is too short. Hanga je sung nijino kaka oje omusuk srungka, omusuk porika. These are not even 0.000% of the whole world je knowledge system tongmane or universe to amuni sung gana fan sogi maya. Be it economic, be it fun. Sini sai sakawo kotor nakunai manisung amno define kaimaya supernatural power always dong. But ang message dan musumani kai live your life to the fullest. Life no regret kayate without affecting others' life. Nang live kaide so that you don't become a burden in society. Amos important.
Kubai sir. Kasar nangasak ini je Sungje khanai tong nin powerful kok nini kam phurung ga sanang sanang jong da san no sab inspire khaike nang tabuk je position tongo plus nin je wan sumaro no sab inspire khaike na.
Inspiration to me comes from the people.
Okay.
Nini reality, experience, ke business. Tabuk parau fanang di parani life no naik kan nang juda city life nang juda. Serai fruit sengau mapori wo poetry, country boy and a city boy rok ni nai. But everybody has their own story to tell. Nang parau bu nang kaisa poribaro sakri khainai tongano. Boy thangi tongi di boy equally interesting. Bini experience, bini learning, bini je knowledge sharing, amu interesting. Tai korok sa farmer, kisah fana bo pori jagnya. Piaba, bobai neng acogi salpung, bo duma neng ten bobai kok sali. Waruk sirui, bo je waruk sirui, urar wafuru, bo baileng wafuru, bo nokai wafuru, bo handicraft kai pro. So much to learn. So knowledge system by experience amo naturally chini human life asai kankana chini amo ability to learn adaptation to situation amo naturally umithango
tongta sintha
tabo the big question is chini education system no chung bahika trust khainai but what are the loopholes amno manai nai gan confident level jodi gangkai I am lucky enough Tripura chung Silong ro pori furupana je Tripura pori furupana angor din pass khayo school Monfort school class 10 jara or porika for some reason sang class 10 no school no yakari makalangka okay there was some issues of that maybe in another episode we can tell but amno bo ang negative kabunaya positive kabunaya but it is meant to happen. It happened
part of your life
part of my life, part of the history.
Correct, sir.
Amo unai no borong muni suni life mo. Piaba je somoyo Tripura ni chirai enggai with one of the longest living dynasty. Present Maharaja Pradut Kishore Devarma bobai malai mani ulo ani confident level tai exposure level amo drastically change ni thangka. Change for better.
Okay, sorry.
So otherwise, bobai jodi malaya hangkai, I would have end up, I think.
Frustration no thamba kyun sir?
Frustration the saimiya. Kathang the tongkamo, kathi the tongkamo saimiya.
Okay.
Karon chini somayo to only two things. One is if you're frustrated, you take up the guns.
Yes, sir. Go.
Okay, we thought taking up the gun was another way of being patriotic. Or working for community. Hayopan ang imang kamo. Pero gin mamang mayam sa imang la kamo. But bobay malay mani ulo. Bo ano you can motivation di mani ulo. Lot of history sa imang ka. They are the living history.
Correct.
Ang exposure the classroom mo sering mani. Amre sabi no more than that real history no sika about how to deal with people. Juda borobay malay ka. Governance borobay malay ka. At the age of 16, 17 nang exposure man kay definitely it inspire you. Then I started reading books also.
Okay.
The Purpose Driven Life, nini self discovery, motivational books. It shapes a lot of energy and it motivates you.
Correct, sir.
So books and interactions and motivation from someone who is your guardian amo shape khaika ni khako.
Plus sir every borong ni life on nango haisina sir.
Yes. Because sen nai di onek somoyo lighter business chung yangi tongo.
Sorry.
Kintu u lighter no sengri nani friction nango.
Correct.
Somebody has to push there.
Correct.
Otherwise switch no current no sunse. Somebody has to push.
Trigger kaya tong nangta.
Trigger kaisa tong nang. Motivational factor. Haya gangkai borong munisyo. Jesek panang kusuo tong di. There are some point of time that you get confused.
Sarang kaya te sanang mo sa sar nang sao je walking alone but never without faith ini gan ngo je nino je thought process ngo je wan sungmani biang ni phega sar abani ukulong ni reason ta mo sir
because I always believe in alone I walk but with the Lord. I must say, right? That is another testimony ang tabuk next. Sometimes I also like to write biography, self motivation. See, somewhere down the line, human beings are always human beings. Borok manisyo, joto borok manisyo tong nai. At times, today you and me are in good relation. Somewhere down the line, jeng dress sunan idong pagpana, seng walay man din tong nai. Best friends sunu se, wajyo isu bulay man din tong nai. And sometimes, because of all those factors, jeng dukho na man din butong. You want to end your life. You feel that the world is so cruel. But somewhere down the line, no, boy, hamya, kaham, almost society ni judgment values ikintu. Standard kaisa setup kaisa. But you are what you are. Neng kaham buya, neng hamya buya. Baksa borok nono chajago, baksa borok nono chajagya amosi. There is called a taste of life. Baksa ba kekrang chajago as a color, baksa ba kesakno naitungjago, baksa ba kufur gamzli chumo. Because koroksa borok ohabo je asainai borok. Zoto no unit they difference and individually different. So no two people are alike. Affair asainai borok position tu se TRIPURA tanjaka thia. Mini dofan si mat selainai. Omono si chung busina nango. Omono busina chumai kangka many a times I also feel okay. I am let down, but ang down klay tangka. But sometimes I did mistake. But there is always someone at the peak of your life. Miracles. So it is all about the power of God, and God comes to you in the form of a human being. Ang God ni samani o jago religion to isaya.
Almighty.
Almighty. Je borok manisyo ni say superior. Also prithvi ni say superior tong nai. Amno chung sini kokborok bai hna matai. Matai sarale sung mungsa klai maya nai ang khaklayu.
Tarna sir, you are a strong believer of God, haja.
I don't know if I say I'm a strong believer. Again, I don't know. But
religion, yeah.
I believe in the Supreme. I believe in the Almighty. Amulang borok manisyo lang bisi kiri these. Yes, apano panang thang. Because borok manisyo nang selai bepan pai nono kona nai di nini thina ni somai pai ang kai kunpa khai meya. Oma experience bungza.
Okay.
Piaba jora pai kya kangkai nang maisa frufun se doktora mai kasai ro thikya ma rongi ado na.
Correct.
It's all about rasmata sosmo isawo. It's a lot of time. Jora bai
Kazak tong
mane u jora no khanai bo simisi khaimano a bono chung mutai.
Sir belek khana to khai jang belek tom thokai ban sar angke sungsi onin saungni tei sir nang to kama documentary movies rok khai kya sini haste ni sini tomong samung culture no tei ko sar angke sanamu soni no je movie making documentary ni je experience rok sono ke share kai sari sir plus tang tam rok khai kya documentary film tabu sorate
documentary khaina ni sika mane what inspired me amo angno kisa sai khana na musu actually thasing angsaka sini para wochung masamung rechamung culturally sraini simni sini dabi sudep kolai songrok bai chung phrungjagi phai huna amuri ulo ang Giant Hill English Medium School of Porika. And I like that school. Simple reason, amo kaisa interior village ho, hanggang kayo je ne kaisa ashram hai amo. A real knowledge where you learn from the nature. Tukang kay nini tok pumani knawo, sial pumani knawo, the soundscapes and all these things, and then muya pai la yusung, tampayo serai tadi pun sung mai punya angkai muya pai tang la yung, muya pai pro je tampoi, je pumani, hanggang kay horo je ceng karuk ceng mani ro, amro nuisang inspire ka, and I always wanted to capture that. So camera had always been a great interest. Oh, camera bahai hai tako.
Correct.
Hage TV rock to nugusan. Durdasan rock. Hage Govindo used to be my favorite hero.
Okay.
Later it changes. Mithun Chakraborty, Amitabh Bachchan, Sangkat Singh Sarai Purta Boroksi hero to mane.
Correct.
Hage Sarai Fruit ke sing kakao je. On nayok nai hero hangka borok tus thiya na ri kakao.
Okay, cool.
Hage ang bahai nu borok hai thiya ni musuya. Ang thiya pa bidu wazat na musu ko.
Correct.
Hingga mon photo paika. Class 4 mon photo paimani pore je puila sal ni simi puila din ni simi mon photo jototuk cultural program
Correct, sir.
birthday hindi, parents day hindi, teachers day hindi, joto ang mon photo ya kari thang yasa perform khai kya ani junior Benjamin song tongo chini manai Benjamin song nini on ela sister song rock maybe ani say tai 1 year dana 2 class na 1 class borok I say junior na so that inspired me a lot skit competition amo khai mane
Sir, extracurricular activities
I love
involved.
that arto bagana reading books for exams amo ang age bu selebu tabuk bu selebu bookish knowledge no ang knowledge de bagi poriu what interests me por kani so ipon ang magazine ro pori tong trungo angka ba master by buzago and that triggers me sometimes because I like to do things what makes me happy
Correct.
tabuk bu ngai acting khub interesting thangani bamsagam teachers day apros co-curricular activities kayo one of the parents they was tapon mu tongku you have touched and I have grown Hei je natok je khaile kya David Jomatia tonga jagawo Manai Susmita song tonga jagawo gai Bai Pasri song rock Da Lorenz song rock gai Angboa one of the character as a child character that gives me a different level of acting gai Shillong thangmani ulo arobo ang school tai je kono jagawo acting performing are khub interesting and Shahrukh Khan used to be a great inspiration. Okay. State level ni wall age they were competition cholito skit competition.
Okay. Tripura na sir. Shillong. Mekolay.
Ang aso yo Shillong College of Pre-University khaitong. Of course, I passed out class 10 from Sunnydale School, small, but I would say that that's a very lovely school. And Amu Borok behind one of the people who shaped my life. Despite of Tripura rejecting Thamani Ulo, Borok Nizin Basa Haike Nai Torimane, including the royal family. Okay, Aron Aikangano, Chung, book competition Rika. Borok Kaka Kintu media background ni with proper training. Borok first prize mangka and second prize mangka. State level lo. Then azaga ani master saka. Ani master bolte asmita ani master yako. St. Anthony's College ni je teacher. Hey boy, you must come and join St. Anthony's College.
Mana bo something nina no khata.
There's a course that Daisy ma'am. Bo tabu ko University of Sussex, United Kingdom bo.
Okay.
Prangito ingna. Asmesi college bo. After passing out from FJK MCRC, Jamia Millia Islamia,
okay, Delhi.
It inspired. Okay, that's how I end up taking up mass media. Into Nayong Dalmi Mano acting ni, mass media namanisi. But camera, tai direction, tai photography work, ani interest habi tangkatako. And graduation ani media ono. So, and first master's degree rural studies complete khayapan to 2 বছর to porikha and second master's degree visual communication continuation of that erpore sakri khai mani ulo buang PhD Biriano to ina khaika KOKBOROK cinema no to is ang PhD khayo
abo sir nang san ke documentary nijar ne sai khanar kari sir
okay tabu documentary gang kay ang Tripura was a conflict zone Chini o story. Agito not even a single press. Chini kok ba ito. not even a single channel sini kokbai tongo. But ang media pori to mana asumayo. I know the importance of media and its power, how to empower the community and its language. Okay, chenayo jeso masa jigri khai tongkha ang Tripura Bleach. The title of the first documentary is Tripura Bleach.
Okay.
Amno tinay ang Tripura was ethnic conflict choli to mane. Amno tinay ang research khai kya. Nishit. Nang surprise nga na. Aga kakawo je sini borok ni. Documentation with video footages. Asik tonglak na kanay nay. Pia ba Tripura ang je 2007, 2008 do. Master's degree project ni research kaya fai puro. Documentaries na mo ni nai. Takog boido debroma.
Sabotong journalist dah na.
Bo just LIC company wo bo chakri khaina life insurance company wo bo bini camera je handicap tomani. Amno ano je nung pora pa yasa use khai hinai bo ano a camera by ang use khai ka. Likewise, interview narani bagi thangka ayang uyang daong sumoy debroma editor da Krishno debroma bo asmiyo kaisa channel lo cameraman khaitongo North East TV wo bor bo ore help khaika belai ke help khaika so Tripura hayo omai samung khaine khanka community support belai khamano chen age bo mano tam bo mano nangi bo thangnai chen nga Tripura Bleach nga to ang to khakamani 1980 right no simi nai but 2000 ni ulrogo bohaina 90s rogo year rogang pogi thanga but if I look at the documentary muito manai khisang Baptist church hairok je sokjak maro blue displacement kemo je bahai ke bui torture khaija kha up footage ro buyano ke bangma ri paika
mana tonggota na sin yabo
yes borok kathang gai dora khapre sokjak nei tulung khari mane up footage rogang mam paika Fiaba kaisa asumiyo the then DZP no ang interview narani ni information narani bagai thangmane alka corporation malia Fiaba alka minister alka politicians ro borbano interview o belai help khaika so when I went back to Chennai and we completed the editing a documentary tabukbu ang nai rekha ka oh it was done during master's degree, but as a part of information and documentation, ang amono kaisa strong learning process plus important documents ni ang realizing ka. Okay, it was a good applause also. Okay, azaga to ng South India wo borok Tamil movie akurong nayo, but college ni jesu mo yo film festival ngo. Borok language buji awi no. Amono nainay mukti ro khilai lai pekya. So again, my professor Amal Raj told me, you got to make something different. Okay. All these words, buize expect kaimane amno ano kaisa motivation diu, but those motivations are also kaisa blackmail haji kintu because you have to live at the expectation of others. The second, amna imani ulo, tai korses rai phaiu ka, kasi kuil kupamni.
Pian isal boke?
Abdul Kalam di para fasing ni.
Okay.
Isa ana, South India beta ana no. Bini para wo kaisa pharmaceutical industry tong azaga wo. Because of a pharmaceutical industry set ma bagai. Para wo tui nani boro kerosene bahai ni thang paika.
Mane water pollution ka.
Yes. Ka amno tui nai ko khai ni so bo ano. Gas rayano tamjan nu ka sai meya. Ka azaga to ang first time ani live international students nu. Somebody come from UAE, someone are from Sri Lanka. Hanggang kay Tripura to Tripura Agartala versus Parasi Kulpaya. Pia again inspiring kwa. Kok kaisa pan kok thaisa pan busia wino. Relang kwa train ka wina ya parawa. Thang mani aru wahai the same thing. Ke borong ni documentary se khaina kan ka ba. Process usai mi as get meno ang permission sanmani ulka bor manager no sakna aroni gen ni simi kitari siro hodak siudaisa
okay
but signboard naka the sample naka parani borok ni interview na kha tamil bai borok saka amno translate khaika erpore ani master sao o tuino ne kaham ham yana ni sakang water testing laboratory won test khairi ni ka u je test khainai broi bachala ara asoknai borok ni si interview na di that is the ethics of documentary okay
মানে ফ্যাক্ট মারো নাই অ্যাকচুয়ালি
yes so thangka lani procedure da bana jomariu tui jomariu ka chemistry lab nga borok test khai mani nuginai report collection khayo nga borok report no poriru amno ang tisaka amhai ka documentary ga ka nang factual je srung mani amang master's degree khai puro phringjaka amuni ulo ga Tripura phai onek salni ulo kaisa government project tong mani to document tribal-based folktales of Tripura, Kerengbar, Chethuang, Nuai. Amno with the community support. Amo part of any PhD thambiuka. Amno santa mukai. There is a story made by the people, of the people, for the people. Karo o story ang simania.
Kuwisari.
Acting bu angya. Resap mani bu angya. Ani contribution le armung sa si kreh ni mano. But ani contribution omono je jot to talent no resap mung kreng seinai kreng koktuma sanai kreng no thansa ko tubuinai je culture ni kanbung chumung samung no bahai ka khaina ni rinai the project was initiated by 2014 15 no MOU sign khaika 16 no workshop kha 17 no shooting khaika 18 no releasing kha
it's a long process
so documentary output isai ka art documentary a complete immersive ethnographic engaging participatory method so living with the people amno ang srengkha klaika
and some no kangma phurung kana documentary process rote
because dialogue for example kakaruhi je simani o je bangti ni bagai je buta bono chethuang ni buta baharo kaisar mane o je dialogue saka se muriso kaya muriso nang ngi maya gundak sanai maichaya muriso nang ngi maya tabungla ata nang ano soy hano gnida puidong ka bro as a character ni je as a director of the film je habmani amo pasoi tak pujo do ani bokrok ni kogi maya ko tai kaise interesting lari bai rumai Kering baro je resap mani hook naituk mani zoom cultivation 2 bosor kaka
mana location
naituk layo thanglai ka ata soron bai thanglai naituk lai kha segang thangine booking ma khai ka booking mane kok bai ta call shoot khaina ni nai permission hekai ne kaisa documentation khaina ka authenticity and legitimacy amo nango karon kisi safano ni a story dilute ka kai public bai ne public no kaham ja hnia amo alka kok fiawa nangini history no distort khainai jeng amo muktri kaham mangla ga je somoyo indigenous knowledge tabuk to sari una toksaro
fertilizer
winai toksaro butharo kugrong no butharo fiawa agi indigenous knowledge system banga khaiba wano patak khari winai wano bai khawinai hai it was a scene remind by lari je malai mane as a scene rock tabuk bujunto ani bokrok ni
and sir moreover I think kebo try khali khaya kona norok je khaima nabo sin missing hota
story to joto khayo people make in their own ways but when it comes to me and my team am kintu students roksi kintu professionals butongo tiari drama and cultural center borok film industry mutai ni khorang bo haino bai usa siru gadang aja ko ang goddess je mutai ni mane ma se thuango mutai bo haina ang durga ro haikri liya ri gnai chamati bar kandi boino karon mutai ka to kem mutai nu gya
mo the physical
ne mutai nu mani juda karon mutai ani bukha ani wansung ma usi ka alam mutai ka chini borok khana nugo ri gnai kanjang ro khai gaba Lucy Rian ang bono mayo no hono bagini kana buma chini dol Gay bono character khaika fantastic case like a try rock computer graphics o down su khaika Romeo khaika
BFX rock na
BFX rock mane atabilton abno best rika rang puisa bai nung pai maya but community involvement to khang kai no kebo kunu khai maya that's why documentary ni khetre cultural representation no amount of rang puisa bai nung produce khai maya until and unless community themselves bus kang of hai nai no chuba suria hang kai all the support tabu purjonto sini community otong tabu upcoming film tong March ni simi ba February ni simi sung shooting khale piu nai
okay sir
uma
mana saktam concept ni tise mane botok
kaisa chini culture to kaisa KOKBOROK tami ba unique jak KOKBOROK unique jak karon kok thai ni sai expression si bisi
sini na sir okay
nini para busuk hasal masih gana simba gana simla haksalu oma hasal busuk bosorong ka belai bosorong zak uze expression by si tungoku hage oma mone kaisa porika pasan ka bo oma
okay buji ka sir
boro thibro bo oma terus Zole mana one sok baru one afro busuk oma hano expression tu nai ang kaisa story sana musu is about borok ga chini society ro tabu kaisa poribaro no cheng buma Christian buma Hindu basala Christian pantai kaisa denomination berbung tungo but it only shows that cheng so liberal cheng not as strict asuk cheng rigid ya
even kaisa lema bo
kaisa mamu gai tabu piaba Tripuro kai jese pun liberal ndi kisale problem payo hey bono horder nai sudah sok nai gai bozaka khainai bozaka khaya parau do bini dead body tube nai bo parau au mairong dijak de ko omoro nugi nai especially ani community wang je numane it triggers me. So I want to tell a story through this. Guy, question is again the question: Three money, baik three. What is the cause of the death? Borok reason is one of the juda borok je juda explain kai money. I'm not the sanai. Baksa ba three kya ke sekal nang kahno. Baksa ba cancer hno. Baksa ba muisik zaka hno. Baksa ba sekal hnei taklai si. Korok nei sekal nei si betar jagi paika sini somazo oma hairok no ang explain kaina ni
mana sab nang kaisa tu hingga nang sini je bisingo je superstition tomono bon nang address kaina yuta mon truth
it is not about superstitions or not superstitions about what has been existing
okay sir
kara ang amdo superstition ka katai dol sarok piona omo superstition dia piaba je bui samani je bui yingmani obviously hey this is what is happening news values busa haikan rana nango kaisa incident kai two side of the points nana nango pia bas all nugo onek somoyo journalists that give media judgment but media trial
bong narratives ro na yuta
media is just a medium
correct
tini kaisa o jaga wo sikla khorong toklai bulai kha je dukhumai bosaka bini sayangya utai khoroksa nisi saya piaba je bono bunai bo busaka bo bugla khabo piaba u je tai khoroksa borok khuglai thano bo thamsi control khaibe angai bujaka hanga amno nuguinai parani okra sakra rosaka bulai sulai ingphana tabo hamlai sidi akomaka news has to be like that
buji ka sar ni sar sang kok to thogla kya bang sar the follow nong sung tak sarang ni je NGO MONDRA hamani abro tike sanam sung sar sasi nang pula for touch bukai kya tramung romanu golo tam region plus ni samung nong NGO ni tam rok ngang tam believe khai je sin society or media culture tai farming bakabo eglogi miliwoi sini Tiprasa ni livelihood no sustain khaiman asamoro bagi help khaiman abro nin wan sung mani sar sanake sai khanarati
belai interesting sing mo pila gang kai sung to srai ni simino TSF khai phayo airport jeng juda organization no voluntary work khayo collection ro khaile tiro kan kai je jaga what tribal issues but chini borok ni kai astable ground hundi jeng aro thani volunteer khaile kan khub excited to do something
correct sir
fiaba to represent somewhere someplace bini hawo bini azaga wo civil societies belai strong
buni ta sarna
ko jaga I see it's lacking because many of the people look for government chakri simisi okay hardly we cannot do anything hangge ang chakri khaite ti phan buino inspire ba ja kaisa platform na ni kai ব্যক্তিগত nang busa khai manai ba maya fia ba kaisa community ba kaisa society no nang protect khain tong hang kai देश no je kaisa international border na fencing parani bu kaisa ari tong o ari no sing khno je area boundary ka wan so ka ko o je concept omo to ras amal ni sibire tong care puja bomo boundary set khaija
ko boisa
kaisa parani simalang khane ta kai mainu ma je jaga kayu ba para bisingo ar kai maya
ko boi
parani baire mangnai phataro mangnai ka u je care puja o je parani boundary set khai mane je ham krai ni bagai ani community o koloi angnu kamo mudra ba mondra gangamo maybe wrong pronouncement khai kana aka mondra re jakata ko why o mondra ka boundary je hamiani sibi ajaga anything phaikan protection
ka checkpoint haita
checkpoint haika
okay
gang amro khub symbolic khainai mondra nai form khaika like is difficulties onek somoyo tamo sing khaina musu ya but the more we have intellectual capacity jack ma amro sao working with 3-4 smart people is the toughest, but working with unsmart people is the easiest. But if you are great, then making those smart people work together is the smartest thing. Okay, ang kakaka. Gay NGO to khai pai kha. Okay, NGO khai bana karon to ang kakaka bhai school fan khuloga na. Hostel fan ran khaya na. Coaching center pan ran khai na nai phiaba school tamna ni nai palaro kai foundation riwi Facebook ro ko sar gori pekha but 40-50,000 ni betoni rang bai korja khai bai rang pai thanga then I realize to run a school to run and work for the community it's not a easy task cái soma seba si khaina ni kai rang puisa buino kha gile
maya
amo maya okay amo unrealized khai kya okay ulkhang tam khai kya further cases Joseph samne boite tongo the greatest strength ras mata bana kong sau the greatest strength that we have is the land ha oha bo hasibia hanu mutai oha bo hasibia hana buma hana ama o concept how tamuria tongba nang kaisa kai ri khang ka manai amo boso thai thango ha tola no tui tongo ha tola no rangsak tongo ha tola no mui ktheng samu ha ni no it klayo nok tang is
sing
everything
tonga ba hawo no
sing tonga bo hawo sing thei thangai bu sing songjagi thapla khai bo hawo no ki feel nai phobjagi bu sing hawo no ki feel nai omongka universal truth kebo omono I rimaya ngai ngasumi ki realize khai kya phia bani babu ka thang tong fru bo jaga jumi kalangi thangka nka u jaga ro unused tongu but traditionally maisimi khaijago nka amno bahai ka sing revenue khainai karon salsa sing posijona meeting khaina hangkan si mai faisa sana ni jona 50 taka hangkan si 1500 rang nai arang biang ni fainai then it make me realize agroforestry agropreneurship agriculture practice okay pilang realize ka o kwai rong no o jaga ro ko kwai kai o jaga ro ko mani kai kan kai arang phai kan kai amon social work khai mang kha social betoni bagi sibia khetono pukur khai kan kai a phal kan ke rang manai ko u je rang phai mani be ko nai ka realize khai ka Tripura hawo jeung jaga kri kri par motamuti jaga to piaba Zoto jodi si jeung self consumption ni bagai bai terrace si terrace garden khai tong tabo organic sana ni bagai ga 2-3 gonda wo nung mi kiteng khai ka kana motamuti saving kara ga kani wo kara nung sana si kri ka because je borok ecotourism khainai alka hawo je borok organic farm khainai alka hawo borbo sing haino borbo si haino same amount of land tongo am model no ang follow khai mani di arania agrotourism di permaculture hindi di South Asian di atap to YouTube no gito okay it inspired me a lot okay tabuk chung social work extend khaina bagai mostly self revenue generating by ka chung agrotourism no chung promote khayo okay whatever income we get we do okay am no nuginai agriculture department borong nijina thangi nai bufang wafang forest department bu agriculture nini horticulture nini fishery borong haina extend ri paika chono so tabuk chiri oje samung so at least kaisa program khai kai study tour fan hindi bajukun sana ni dingna let's ardi mangkha amno baike extend khai langi thangnai actually it started with health camp ro khayana ba ko mane tahu kai mostly cooperative model haisi ngi thangsiu amo but it is still inspiring ga amno nugi nai tabo Tripura University by MONDRA MOU sign khai kya academic exchange program kha student internship ni bagi phai kya amno inspiring Holy Cross College bu MONDRA by MOU khayu kha so tabo in the days to come 40 students will come
they will stay there
they will come and learn and then they'll do work bibinno mane chung juda agenda no tine chung samung khainai social issues environmental issues amo to katabu documentation bu khai because my skill set is on documentation tabu chung jekunu TTADC ni kaisa project bu MONDRA by sengbu aro seng interview face khai documentation of folk culture folk songs amno ti nai sing documentation na few nai NAC by funded amo my kind of mana kaisa field ya is a platform taba ang je skill set tong bani taba no mai bu sing oko khai mano roots and drill tong tabu roots and drill MONDRA access ka tabu
ako tam sir roots and drill
roots refer to chini customs history culture je practice reels ga ka to media ni je
social media ka
1-2 years angbu time manage khaina ni problem gi thangka if I do full time agriculture for NGO and teaching go effect gi thangka if I concentrate on any government job I can practice khaisa gi thangka so how do I blend this together okay whatever we practice start documentation and we tell the stories to people because documentation is very important
yes sir
okay the roots and drill a MONDRA initiative for sustainable narratives ga aro gang kai sini podcast tai reels ngamno snamnari initiative nazak okay because sustainability of development is not with physical existence it is also with sustainable narrative oral tradition
correct sir
sini kerang kothma ba kothma folktales bahai ke tini shooting khai mangkha amoto it passed on from agi dangui fa ni chung to believe khayo chini nana chuchu soni bukuk tui sini afa sini buma soro samari hoite tabo I am speaking it but I am making it true
social media
video. But filmic space omno hono reels and roots and reel cultural based no documentation kai stories anani
correct Abo one kind of kaisa archiving lo kalai kata sir.
Archiving is very important. Hayaga ka chini chempai, chini urat, chini bailing, chini nokai, chini risampi, ritak mani,
Kamai thamai ni sir.
riseng mani. Amro ulo seng manglak if we don't document.
Kuwi sir.
Documentation, writing, recording plays a very important role because agi to which is also represent kayu.
Kuwi.
Tahu bi script ni kok bangla itu ngai sung jotong tak kok but je media no practice khainai or ka kok si bangya tabu nai sung tabu nung bai ang kok brok bai kok sai to bai bo script bai sai to aro sung o technology ka am hai because invention of writing is the first invention of industrial revolution or human civilization. Communication technology our first stage of information revolution ka invention of writing, then printing, then radio, television, then mass media, entertainment, then computer, tini social media and big data.
Internet phai kata.
So যদি o digital technology krei gangkai sopaya gangkai tabu bu chini kong borok tai bu siklek zakamo
Kuwi sir kuwi.
karon tabuk sina handi ko pori khausi sirani uruburu yung to paikha tamni bagai script bai si kong bangla isu agi ka borok tabu saka bangla script bai si masinai ulo ka tabu sauka
Sengketal sanai po script.
am ka tabu ni kok se
Okay.
khorok busu ruman script bai sina muzo amo nai lai nai
Sensor sang khabu to sir.
Roman script senses खाइने जतो 99% एग्री बने उलोला तम सापी उखा आमका फॉरेन लैंग्वेज नि थांका पो फियाबा इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पुजिंदु से रोमान स्क्रिप्ट बाय सैजा
Sir sam ti chalai ni do amon te yang sang nai sarang mani na montra sang me kan tak te sam songa sar tabu sang sini borok ni politics to sang joto nang lai jak bang kisa politics ha para habai sang sibon sin social issues ni ti robo ka sarno sang nugo nang involvement nugo ni sini political party rok bai bo gangke kangma mana songsa rogo bota je jaga social issues ni kok phayu ka sar nang ni no sakir khaide te nang bai ka manage khai nang ja samung khai to mani ni asol nahar mung tamo objectives tamo tangai nang indulge ngi khai tam mana baksa sakir khai ro to comfort zone tongo phaya politics of khai na ya risk sung jago kan nono khunu go sang sang phai mani ngasar ni no nahar mung rok ni no kwar wan sung mani ukulogo tam reason rok sar ni
sakri ba tabuk si khayu sakri is not your identity
ko bai sarabai
sakri ba rang pisa nang ni si sorkari sakri ma khayu kobui kok komo phiaba samung tam khai am si important sakri khai ka mani no je ang ani je interest be je nangkung mani je khai nang mani am no yakari ri khang kai anga sakri no yakari ri nai phiaba ang Tripura hawo asai phai kaisa community ni o borok ngi nai ani priority tam
mana sini obligation tongo sar theda
ani nai mung tamo ani nai mung je chung chung khnyawe ang no jiwan because jotoni bagi wanga sa samung khai mangla ang tam sana muzu kathang tong sa sa dai thei thangai je sini issues rok no je kbui sini history sini laibuma sini manthai sini je o jagani itihas laibuma omorok no sung sara walto sanani
sogir na nang
sung omono everyday life o sanani omosi borok munishoni characteristics na nang nai hayang kangkai how does it makes you different from those people who don't know and nung je sai main tong mani je ang simani amno ang tai khoroksano bo sanai ekan nung tasing sungka je jatini bagai akuni bagai jatini bagai sibi amo kebui ni bagai ani bagai tabu for example
plus sini final generation no bagai
yes 너 example 뭐 이슈로 뜨이는 사람으로서 이제 뭐 자가고 생하이 borok involved 오네.
Zaman sir sangtang nung sini social issues tak political rights sangtang land rights sangtang language ni tabu phaitongo sini mantai shoktai sangnuk jagoro mane kaise phatani power tongo sonos badaro saklagu hangko jagaro go nango tabu
nango because naidi sini 오 자가고 정 꼭 사람이 bagay tamni bagay sengkirina ba Tripura Tripura haste sini bukung barani bagay snamza kani sanani ba omba kebui bla
kubai kok yang sir
omba age butongo tabu butongo but many a times sini the politicians rock bofroni simi Tripura democracy but bofroni simi Tripura India by Mars khai 1949 democracy ka maybe 1960s 70s 피아바 100 বছর আগে তামতং 200 বছর আগে তামতং 500 বছর আগে তামতং just because তিনি democracy ও ফাইকা somebody is in power ang akbui kongno sanani change khaina haida omruble borongni intention historical places no bumung slaidu jaga no bumung slaidu
ado slide jabai ka sir
jaga sini borongni jaga no borong force khaine kagos nabai nawi tongo জাগানি যে পাট্টা সিস্টেম ইন্ট্রোডাকশন মানে 100 বছর দা কাখাবা কায়াখু লেন অনেক একদম কটাল যে সিস্টেমেটিক যে এথনিক ক্লেন্সিং নি কাইসা শব্দ তো ইংরেজি ও যে আমনি অ্যাটেম্পসি বাই দ্য পিপল হু আর ইন পাওয়ার where the big fish will always like to eat the small fish কিন্তু biodiversity was যদি চিকন yongsa important yang kan kai mutai aksikon mikon yongsano snamgla kamubla
bele ko bisani bele ko
we know Tripura raijo wo sabu sekang pai sabu ni ha ba tribal ro opsoji payo jeng opritibi Tripura ha universe namjang mani ulo polot sakatai kaisa ha dul saka kogi pheya যে সময় সোলার সিস্টেম নামজাখা আ সময়নো ও ত্রিপুরা হাবু এক্সিস্টিং জাক ও যে ত্রিপুরা হা এক্সিস্ট মানি লগে ওনো ও জাগাও টংনাই ও বসং রক মেবি ইন এনি নেম Tiprasa panengka borok bosong panengka jispangka seung je bukung bara seungbu to bukung kolok rok ekhaza sekang asai mani ulo seung asayu am hayabla human race to je somoyo prithibi snamjaka asomoyo no seungbu asaika o snamnai to bosi কিন্তু ও জাগাও borok bri sorok political force no teinai neung kaise challenge khainai language se first language second language ritong layo prithibi wo o hawo kono language first language second language grei a language is a language kokthai no o kokrok no sanani tamni bagi jeng kinana
sarang khe kok tan chon da sir mana bakhani observation da sir ang saya phang mano sungnu jogo je representation sin borong ni ta ang saga bisa controversial mano sir to ang sasiona ang nuk jogo leaders je songjanai rok bonang haimian saya mane je borok kisa su yaron bisa chongma nuk jaguta mane opos rogo tak sini representation dar montri phanangka MLA phanangka MDC phanangka gabong nokhe motor tongma haita the sir মানে বনকে নং কন্ট্রোল খাইমানো সারিয়া খাইতং মানো কেন সিনাই নং নাই যে সাইমানে বরনখা সংজা জ্ঞান নুক যাবো গাবন বাগি বড় সময় এফেক্ট খাইকানো যে ডেমোক্রেটিক সিস্টেম হাপুরো নিসিমি তামলে নং সানামু জফানি নুকলগো সাপোর্ট করি গনি ভয়েস করি নং থাঙ্গো গনি নুকলগো বরক কংনা তঙ্গো হেবে নং সানা রেঙ্গিয়া আমতে রং সংসিউ গাবো বড় সনো কিসা সকলুমা কলেখানা স্যার
belai seklugo amo hna purposive sampling and purposive selectively biased কারণ নং ডেমোক্রেসি তো নং ডেমোক্রেটিক সেটআপও নং जुदा communities जुदा बसंनि कखरानानिसि हंको अ जागा बरक तामखाय प्रि selection khainai borok ni kokno sawina chini kokno chini issues no siklugnani baika siklugnani amosi phia omo Indian constitution ni objective sia people some people borok kindu sung hai borok no omo hai borok no sung sinina nangnai karon nung bu prime minister ngi mano ang bu prime minister ngi mano there is an equal chances for every individual in India to represent equally in to exercise your franchisee and to contest. Karon omo equal chance for
every citizen of India.
Kidu nini wansung mungose. Karon nung kirika nung saragya ang nung amhay nung sinita ko. Fiaba ujian nung borok say tongmani. Leaders are not all. We have only one leader. Leader zamani society wo generation no kaise era wo khorsa to nai whom people follow neta by leader fero
outside
montri MLA amu fero leader by leader kai you may not be elected members in democracy but people look at you with some hopes people trust you people follow you amu si leader Zubengar bo kaisa singer boki chief minister de but bo thimani ulo sara prithvi bono bini philosophy
correct sir
bini is a contribution okidonka
and mo third and bini is a funeral is a bor kuthuma world in third
one of the largest busung number la saibia amusung complete enumeration census bo khaiji aba but see how people follow leader hai ni go simani bangi abla people should follow. For example, TRIPURA kana iko. Bubagra ki ano follow khai di ni bui follow khai. Bui kaisa issues bubagra by nukja kangka se 90% of the problem solve ni so bakha santi mano ri nai.
Matanya mama hai sir.
It's like that.
Correct sir.
Ani ji amte hema to. 2-3 mas boy kok saya to ka frustration phai ta go. Pia boy thangai malai phai ka kangka energize ni phayo. So leaders should be charismatic and issue based no kok sarani kriyang na nangnai
ko bisa
again nini borok do fani ngai Tiprasa ngai bukung bara ngai neng nini kok si sara gyang kai
mane sir mane sajo na sini bising sell out bele bangkha hai man jene bele sir
exactly it's a chaotic situation ket amuya leader ka you start okay just social media of funa bagi sing khaile kya just with a problem khaina bagi there is not a proper solution identifying the issues looking for a solution acting towards solving it and last to result bahai nang khaina musi phana se result perfect ngi baya haga nang kis khaya kok bai simi ka bahai na ba
sar nang sang jem saka tak sin simple issue sarabo language aw san ekdom simple issue solve khaina na bo 1 hour sa nangan haimatung je kokborok no roman script khaira na ni abo sa tabuk 64 ong simi extend mang takon nang
issue si ya bo boro si issue khai to gam no politically
ako sir
KOKBOROK ni nang je roman script sai tongka one of the first documentation done for Hill TRIPURA language J.D. Anderson so University of Edinburgh bo 1750s no kama 1850s so je Tripura hawa fainai record khainai Hill TRIPURA language
census kai pemata bosar
mane kok tar lo recording khai mane aso mane isi mane check bole because script should not be chini issues because sini o je kok omono oral tradition je pai thangmani phiaba examo jahutu sina na katabo o KOKBOROK in terms of recognition phaikya people for ages and ages we are comfortable in writing in one particular script angam se mungsalia majority je sani tongmani borok se amno sui accept khaikya khankai aja ga on over high khaidi ma tamba आगे गांका बेंगोली वर्सेस रोमन स्क्रिप्ट तब का देवनागरी फाइकुआ देवनागरी माने उलोबु तबु मेजॉरिटी सपोर्ट रोमन स्क्रिप्ट तो खांका if it is by the people, of the people, for the people, if India stands for that, then why can't we be democratic?
The saran ke funny kok ta duang sanmo jongda agar tola thang ke sungjo to nugo even je dogani hoarding rok and more than 60% English besi ja mane bong dogani mung rok mane je placard dokta gauras na English ngi tongo mane bunya saiman na bagi nge sini kong no boseng globally nya ke bunya fan saiman na ke English an one of the best choice haisi
Universally, this is the best choice.
plus sir tabu coding rok the computer language tabu ChatGPT rok phai
coding ni amko uli koksi. Fiaba, when this language sung oski by Srinai, we can connect to the larger communities.
correct sir
So why are we not adapting to it?
no sir oras hause foreign yak tongo foreign language am no kan tam sanam sung sir
Tham ni foreign yang tong la. Foreign yang, but every one of us an extension of English education. Nini chief
man
minister
khani mano sir je nang English background phayo ngi man nang Christian background hani mano
see
baksa
colonial mindset nang jesek pan hindi je colonial mindset krika sung ako wal si borok rule khaijak sung western education system no sung adam khainai tini zratai je agi to nang tabu article sinani gangkai ni sin kok ba si masih to whether you like uze Roman script amu bu kaisa invention no
even sir Roman script bo sanda total British language singya bo
No.
combination of Latin language
if you go to United Kingdom boro ni hai indigenous language tongo omong ka Europe je largely accepted
Correct.
and most conveniently
correct
omno je use khaijak omno nungino Raja Ram Mohan Roy sung bo accept khaijak blai
correct sir
omno srengino Mahatma Gandhi song ro haino London thangino London ni borok bai borok bu walai phai blai
ah sir even Indian
biar
constitution even Indian constitution no sei jo amin sei ja
okay om batamong nung mismatch ya to ba jeta reality no sung accept ma khainai okay o script by gang omo ta kisa hai aro sung thangya phiaba English Roman script khai ka gla tam osubida tong ba tam problem tong ba amani feelings e what religion I should follow ang tamu mutai no khulumnai ang boma hai sanai ang boma hai kanai ang boma hai chumnai it's personal choice all the KOKBOROK speaking community borok KOKBOROK no Roman script by the sinai Urdu by the sinai tam by sinai omo
sir abo sin Indian constitution mo ke abo sin fundamental rights ne against clear samaj sin choice accept khanya really haing ya
obviously
violation of
right
our
to choose,
fundamental rights
borok suppose article 344 article 341 nokni sao kaham ka pori nai thung borok et schedule te akote tam kakai o jago chini or dukher bisoy kakai zo to kaisa ui tong kakai chini bosong ni bising teina kaisa kenai bahai ka sana pam rijagi nai chini majority ni against to koksa sawi nai ka iko hai ni thungjagi tong kata ko
plus borong represent khaitong
ka age wa hai ka thungjagi tong hai pa no amno teinai dukuna ngani ko gya tamni himala nung script ni issues no jesek pa suppress khaina nai di ani research of bomno sija the invention of digital technology has brought redemption of physical reality to this oblivion language called KOKBOROK Surobi Indian idol lo KOKBOROK by the somebody sui the risa vocal si record khaisa na bla
go bai sare
nung tabu nung KOKBOROK song ni nainela nung jadu kolida hani tam everything is recorded
correct sir sounds ultimate
sounds ultimately now if somebody wants to write KOKBOROK borok jani jar script by si by ni ko but no issues but sungle angle jagotu ang Roman script by pori phai mari ba nung jesi pa ni tong di mobile ro ang KOKBOROK no KOKBOROK Roman script ni si haisi phiaba or bu nu baksa baksa na Facebook go আমরা KOKBOROK Roman script chai nu bangla okhor bai no brahmo lipi bai no si nai a sari tong phiu
okay
amro bu
sara bo ja hama tong jono khai gimmick si political gimmick khani manu mane aba ke wansu ota sir mane borok society in bai the what wants one semi borok self nijin career bai wansu ge
KOKBOROK no kaisi issue tui nai mane amno issue khai nai borok thui tong lai ta ko
ai bong ni dugan soli ota sir
it's a game of the politics so academicians youngsters so gam no tang ni film rocks snam ka kai directed by Sijaka amusun korban sito at the same time jesik scripts sergi mano amusun sini advantage KOKBOROK mana roman script by sika mana sing alka script by sia amai buya kintu roman script knowledge nang ni bagai oppose khai ka ar sini problem
correct sir the sir tabuk tak se kok kasama karon ka khana uta sing katal se ni script bokari na kam kok sir baksa ego na na sing tai roman na nai tai sing deva gri sei nai tai bang ta ka katal se khaine pu sarau ka ham kok hai no abo sungno kama generation uklo ko tlang na ni chance
obviously nang kaisa
mana continuity tong lak sir
nang kaisa borok graduation pass ni to kha
correct sir
nang Tripura University por da ring to kha nang borti tang khudi ni de la kawo university katal klo ka ya sa borti tang de mais la samba
abun sir
korsa borok 30 bosor kai to kha hey ni mote buria asaya ko nang tabu tai koroksa ni parao si ma sai nai
ka jana
bo
bagai
kai sana bagai
ah
ka nang bura khapai de nang kai nai
the sir tak kok tak je already established language tak bengali fan ka roman fan english fan ka hindi fan ka abno na kha to sin subida no hanga ta mun katal khai ka ta time na nai sara kaisa standard mani language
sorkar no bo no sana musu tabo phai to solai to nai na demand phai se solai te nang jerina musu ban no risna batam tong ba KOKBOROK no suppress khaina bagai excuse ri to do nang ri na batabo
rubri na sir
ruburia okay this is a systematic annihilation each time a language die one of our civilization disappear
sir nang obani please no tam advice na musong sin young generation no sang tam khai tai sini o language no preserve khaina bag
language is the most important indicator of a community linguistic says community closeness
ko bai sir
looks of us we all South Asian looks the same ang dress khai mani nang dress khai mani bo jaga sin indicator kok go
ko bai sir
mother tongue like all language no preserve khai ka kaise it makes you different from the other varieties is the spices of life om to kubai ko
bai sir
chocolate tui pijon to se sata colors to language differences amusin division ya language differences is its unique existence of a beautiful things kok thai to each time a language disappear one of our civilization dies je somoyo ohani kaisa kok manai kaisa itihas kaisa civilization kaisa communities bo thui thango language ka kasa kamao civilization ka tsa thiyo because all the language just no mane omo is not just a language
matero rezo ma sabo
is a god ne sini KOKBOROK bai je mantra samani sing je hamiano suk mani amni language no juda sing mutai mani sini mutai no je sung klumani sini KOKBOROK no sung klumo je sing imang nu pro sini KOKBOROK no sung imang nu go
ko bai
je soboyo sung amno translate khaika translation no meanings kamai thago meanings are lost in translation original no haisi o kok no script je sapa no gi tok thu sung kok sanani resabnani musanani that's why this new media technology plays a very important role South Indian so developed because of their film industry hain bagina sanamusu je bui kabang ma kok so sini srai ro gan sabnai musanai podcast khaine ba media khaine ro no but all the technology plus the all the srai rock all the KOKBOROK no ti samani look at Suravi for example Indian idol or thangai bo KOKBOROK tangsa tangni risawi khnani mani ullo
Kena borok sumai.
rignai borok sumoi besek tabukle naini kokborok gan no kokborok risamu
Tak sir.
kokborok short film
Notice on aja ko.
naijago nang quality just parde quality ba ulo improve naita aste aste
Sir abo kaise soft power no boleh santa.
yes soft and most sharp power slowly it goes karon nang kaisa nang naidi agi rakesh som samaro gulab simide khumbar ba
sir.
today it is a historical document
Correct.
langmani hadu
Ko sir.
huh tiri se oh haigo kintu once it is recorded besek nang chiro kumar di resamu huh suklarane di resamu sodagorni jado humale bokisani ya
Ko sir.
nang abro record khayang kata munai ba surobini kungkila ni resaman ro
Ko sir.
nang ose kokno nang bahige nang oko khayni manai ba recognition for recognition example skang recognition khaiji ang kichini kok bro ka green tong sinai nang kok bro tong isi tong nang recognize khayna sin da gi it is just flowing
Correct.
kok bro tam nang recognize khayna nan ba kok bro as it is ri tong si sing tam skiri bai sina ni nang ar tam ba restrict khai ba the attempt to restrict oje kok bro 1000 years ni je since time immemorial ni je language exist enja omdo nang tini nang power tonga ta tai 5 বছর tonga tai 10 বছর tonga 20 বছর ni pore noro kebu muito khaya piabo okok borok sajagi buta nai but you will be remembered as a villain oh borok agi bo power tong pru sini kok no kaso no ngai subu sini pai khata ko piaba nang kaso ni sini kok kaso jang nai kok borok no bai kaso ba nang ka ba 100 বছর sigar kaso jak mo
Ko sir.
Tini zrati sopaika prithibi tongsa okok tabok je technology phaibane obno dangtai sokomoroi simai end of the story
Very powerful sir.
obviously
Nggak sir, tabok ab hai kenang step kayak seng siwan sir. Seng kisah hot topic ntang kabo. Yang tak sanam semua tak sin siklarok sir. Sin siklarok nung nui tongo nung experience betongo. Nung sin siklarok no mana tam sanam sung sir. Seng kaham betongo sin siklani hamia betongo. Nggak sir nung hamia no kisah address kayak sih seng society. Esa society seng teba aku nang ke. Seng tam rok kaiman plus sin sikla tak je distracting tong mani. Abno baik mass media yang journalist baik abno help kaiman o problem solve kainya babe abang di besar ke sai kenarti
youth development ba youth rogno right way would lang na ni kangkai government policy plays an important role and everything is a well structured jodi government or state machineries borok omno ignore khai tongka tar mane omoya je borok ni bokolok klaya sikla sikli no sengno tabuni srai rok hamia lama thangi tongka borok hamia lama wo thangya borok no jeng as a senior citizen as a responsible citizen seng borok no direct khaina ni rungya engei tong laika
aba sing accept ba kene
tini jeng joto yakrom lai phaidi lama phunuk lainai khani jeng lama phunuk laika kangkai tabuk bu lama kahamun himnai chini serai rok karon borok tamu kaham tamu hamia borok amu sai simaya nung alternatives tamu nai borok no borok buri sini kaisi recreation sports and games and other things libraries nung hindi you need to give them alternative ngai serai rok frustration ngai nai bangsa serai na ni ko rate of suicide bukan increase gitu ka tapi bagai because they see no solution they see no role models they see the end of life
kemno sana boro kre
sana baru bergerak body problems hawile neng busi de mamba neng busi terdile do you take it as it is hai bagai na ang especially when it comes to drugs zoto adult rong no sawang drugs is not an individual problem je dino serai drugs na jengka that becomes a state problem next to bobi pila bobi pocket money bai sare je bir babu di money bai hega o srai to bo income khayabla bo borang money pai buwa bu phandi yuni pai nabla buwa bu favor di rangman kamai khai either chakri either business either through some ways of means gagai nung o je srai rok no lama phurari gagai nungamo koroksa srai sudah bini besar sih ya, jadi no bodrak sao, karon pila bo individual level lo tangnai, bini dolong nar rang nanai, buang fane aro khong nai, airport lama bikat binai, airport dakai fane khainai, because they are controlled by something else. Last to government rehabilitation center, ba private fund mathang lai piu nai, rang khangi pan borong tik ma khai lai piu nai, tik lai maya ka thui patang lai sinai, thui puro bo hai no bo sai to song sai yabla. 사실 또 범죄였래 소마시 모록 파이는 능아를 인본 막나이 that's why 이그라지 바이까 있어 꼭동어 no man can live as an island 승제 no 아니 life 아니 있어 my life my ways no individual is born alone we live in society that's why there should be some norms rules and regulation in society this very concept of sociology is society, family structure. Because you live in society, you must abide by some rules and regulations. Piaba or rules and regulations no manipulate tak haidi, exploit tak haidi. You think drugs til borders namza?
Atau Myanmar ongi payo across border.
Drugs ki uneducated orders nam. It's a very highly specialized thing. Ang ini dia. Senabu upaya. Kau ba the amno stop kaina kau ba executive paper sibla. But what does the international community want? What does the policymaker want? The youths are just being used. Or youths no nasa redemption o matu bunai. The youths are being used. Media plays a very important role. When a girl and a boy is already doing a wrong thing, they are already in need of some kind of help and assistance. The asrai no romo you bu.
Aba nukza ko sin society aba saya.
Bumali pura recording bu khayo. Recording pore nang taisa moral policy bu khayo. Hangga kapa je borok already ordek thijak. Boro taisa sing okoi burika. Hangga sing boro society bu taisa pathar jiri mane claim la. So ethics should be there.
Aba media rani borong ni thani utong nang sak.
Yes. Media is the reflection of society. Jadi society ni aro je agyan dong hangkai. Media bu phaisi dai ta ko. Hangkai. Baksa Selasikra, berisikra, manja kangkai no media o rom lainai, lainai circulate khaleuka.
Abu saya sari. Family issue rong tiro no.
Family people ko gya. Koroksa borok no nuk, borok to nuk saja yang to lama kaham hini hari si saja yang ngu kangkai. Nuk bono, amai ke shame tu buinai, bo trimari ulola diletam labeng kaba. So we must pray for the sick. So, je lama hamia hindai rong no kacang lama kahamu tu bulan jisi chat nama kini bulan.
Kuisat.
Kacang koroksa serai adi relatives no bodrak sawinai majaka rang lainai okoi pekya. He needs a help either karena boto drugs by si kontrol kajak tongka. Kay adi loge adi nis koroksa thango. Je koroksa borok okra 50 years above. Boro are ari bupayog rito nani. Bathari si bangka. Omai boro no bathari si bangka no. Usrai si konte. Broi. Asmi enai tu si porito. Bosaka. This particular brother needs help. Why are you speaking like that? Bui togoi si bibai. Borong no pergi maya.
Ozora tangkasak.
Tiprasa rok agi kakaka je selai di pan bai pon je ciri borong no tas tu mani pergi ke mana hendai Tiprasa rok ambu kiri ya Tiprasa rok सबसे brave thing Piapa hamzak mabai buzok mabai kaiba kangkala us kang buara saya tu ba o je pakuri thonai rong no mane sigro no friendship khaina kai tribal rok bai khaidi pho কিন্তু 17টা খাইদি ফো কিন্তু হামজা বলি বিসিক দি খাকে চিনি বরং ন সামু খাইনে ক্লাইসি ফিয়াবা সিকরি সকর খাইলা খাইমায়া হায়া গঙ্গা আসক আয়াং নামনি বরক আসক লাখ লাখ ফাইমানি উলবু সিনি তিপ্রাসা বুকুক বারাঙি ন তিনি জরাতে এসে কথাং তগই তো হাইছে আলকা জাগারাও তাইবু কবালা পাই খাবো ফিয়াবা আ জাগানি সে তাবু বুসং पहिला जाति उलो पार्टी यदि थालाइने ताबो जे मुंबई का चोली फाइलायो नगोबनो खूब सुजे यदुगा रिडेम्पशन अगेन
करेक्ट सर
रिवाइवल
when we are fighter ultimately
obviously us kang sayadaba one of this program pro महाराजा बे दानियल लाथासा संदर अरे हजार हजार बसर आसे जुदो खाइ फाइ तो ताबो जे जुदो खाइनाने गबोरा रामन साबले से देखने में हम लोग सोता हो सकता लेकिन फाइटिंग करना में हम लोग स्ट्रेटेजी है विनिंग नेगोशिएशन कैसा करना वो तो हम लोग को मालूम है इसे दो बो के ओ जागा से फिर वो यूथ रोगनी ओब्रो चिंताबु जोतो से माखा करना है ओ जे पार्टिकुलर इश्यूज बोरो बुबुया से बुबुया निजीदी इश्यूज नि से नाखा कंकाय सोसाइटी when we work together na when we grow together आमनि सामजन जुदा
गसाराम ते वान सो दा सिन सोसाइटी नि बरक ताखन थानसा तंखु मेन नि सिनि जे लीडर्स रक बरक नि थानसा यान बांगि से संग किसे उब्रु दुब्रुं तमाय मा तंजो सर नंग बाय मा तंसा माने अब बी इट रिलीजन बी इट पॉलिटिक्स पब्लिक का तापन तंखु से सपोर्ट सिनि जाति नि बागि त्या अबाय मा तंग सारा
एक्चुअली पब्लिक बा थानसा सब समय तो ओंखाय सिनि लीडर्स रक बो अनेक समयो इमोशनल लगी थाङो के बरकनि लिमिटेड जे सिमानि नुगमानि आमनि उखै दङ ओंखाय आमनि बागिनो डायलग काइसा न काइसा गसिनि पब्लिक बो समटाइम्स ताबो सो गार्जियन सुदु लीडर सिबिया
करेक्ट
बसा डॉक्टर फनो परेदि इंजीनियर परेदि उ इंजीनियर बाय डॉक्टर चाकरी खाइजाक हाइकासि माना मुसुबु जे फर्स्ट डे ऑफ डॉक्टर परिमानि सिबिनो गसिनि सोसाइटी काइसा प्रॉब्लम बने काय सिनि और क्लास सिस्टम ग्रै जे नेता जे मंत्री बबु सिनि नॉर्मल फैमिली बैकग्राउंड सगाइनो फायो हकै संगताम खाका बो मंत्री एमएलए एमडीसी खाकैनो जे मिराकल्स खाइमानो हकै आम सम्भव यामले सिस्टम तो काइसा हकैनो काइसा साबुगो जों सारिफोर मायांखा हके मंत्री मिनिस्टार बा एमएलए हनैबो बो खरसा बर बसा काइनानि गांकाय लग लगले 20,000 30,000 तिख्लाइ रहिमालिया पकेट नि करेक्ट सर हके आजागा तामले खसे दुखु नामनि फायो हके उ जे पर्सनल इश्यूज न तैनाय we effect that azagawo we have no limit of attacking each other amu to but yes
ana sarabang man reason tama sin bising sang kam kok salaya sin bising dialogue nya bai dabong na man knowledge gap dang
knowledge gap karon world war second world war first world war treaty of versailles and league of nations kaimo baise solve gi thagona negotiation dialogue okay je borok igu tongnai igu ne angudoro khnaya ne mana khnaya ka tai hablai maya phiaba listen to the other side of the story communication pro barriers ni bagai si prithibu dong songo
kobunya sani tamla sa nukjo banan khe koktan cheon tabu russia mane soviet the then soviet union by america borong ase peak je kolwala phan jabong ni communication bor off khaya toniru जाते कोनो मिसहैप तांग थंग हनै मान कम्युनिकेशन करके बम रख फन सारो रिमोट न्यूक्लियर बम रख के बरक सा दुश्मन फन से आसे एनिमी फन सा सेंस दंगो सिनि बिसिंग तांग करि साराबो
ताकि से एथिक्स दना नांनाय
एथिक्स
कारण जे बरनो से रेस्पेक्ट खायो रेस्पेक्ट मारिनाय मोरल इम्पोजिशन बो किसा नांनाय के ओंनाय ओंगै बो दंगो आगे बो दंगो इट्स अ रिचेस्ट सिविलाइजेशन तब ओंगै बो फाइनाय almost actually one day by solution kaimaya it'll take time kita to Malthusian theory ni nai naturally amo sometimes trend cholo
Okay.
Hingga dajing ang saka leadership crisis ako kan joto sisi ni leader rok seng haimang no hingga borok bo extra borok ya hingga bo mai borok sini oro leadership ba politics haimang ba buak rahi borok
Tamla sir mana kes kokta no kasano ang mansu uta taksin bubakra family royal family abo sirisi tin simi kaisa bloodline choose ka family sin borok kebong thani je leadership quality tongo abo sin thani kri ga moi nang mansu usa sin bising leader nga sagin kok khana la ya haima tong sini kan mote seng kaisa single power ni phainong direct
amo age ni sibinu seng amo senamza
abun sir
you accept it or not
so abun mama ni nang lai
jeng amo mani kan kai sibinu sini homo seng neng jodi si leader ngbar kan kai motai no raza snaguri kamo
kubun sir ni
Tam ni bagai raza hanjak bagin dino
Correct,
ba
correct.
now people say oh tabule gণতন্ত্র seng hai kre you may say anything but leaders are born
leaders are like they're made by the gods and
yes
mana borok samthake matai ni thui tong bong salo amai ma tong ta sara
hai neng amo tv rajbari par basari di de arle egonta tikiata
aw sir nga sara
Kubuino.
mana sini issue ka pun jawang sengka gi simno amtake serious sim choli phaimani seng khorjon hoiten khanai pe kok ga jepur anang phayung ani arin borok kok saga bon tang khana ba ang bono leader ke sunugia
because people's leaders and communities leaders are different from political leader or business leader কিন্তু sini সমাজ ka tam tam social leader community leader omo nang sini karon we are based on community karon sini issues may be issues pero ka o jaga wo uniting factor sini bubagra
sar mungos tong bubagara
Bubagara.
hani malik
মানে bini bade to tai alka de jesek bal ka habri to ni no the public acceptance par kom gi thanai but when it comes to bubagra the jesek par hande tini bubagra ri ka ka ni alka party ni bolmas ba phaine
মানে sir bubagara parse tabung present bubagara simin kok samya sir any
Zoto.
bubagara hi
otherwise borok why are they being chosen
correct sir
chosen yam kaisa khotong la
correct
naile kepal tai chosen na ya ka ba ka asanya ba
ko isari
nâng title bai sibu khang kai ba je borok modern dewo to nâng bai montri rok songjak lana tam bagi borok ketikia phia ba o je dynasty khang kai bai ka mo ages after ages bro respect sonman mani borti kitong ba because you believe it or not they are different and they are chosen ones I'm not a challenge kayo gang it's up to you
mana nang ni ya theko no datan mak like ta
sido mane dini knowledge amon thousands of years of history je ngi phai mane amno dini haina sairi ka for political reason amale the history change khai me your 5 years of political power cannot change thousands years of civilization
ko isari
oma ani ko gya civilization the facts evidence
correct sir ngasar bele khato ngang tini sarve kok saw yang kabang mas sar mo maka hai si sar manang yang mana kaisa positive energy wo maka sar ni thani kok na we ngasar sang paine digen sok pa kya ngang sar no request kai sir nangane podcast nai tonai rong no plus in general Tiprasa rong no nang tam kok ka sana musung so that sini future sini upcoming generation ni future tep ka mong natai
sini future generation ba present generation joto no na sana musu today kaisa bai kaisa walai lai sitra salai hairo je khuk paite sibani no tinai khaima bai sibia positive nai bung sin thari ba tong nai hengka tumul public mind ba positive change to brani hengkai tiri jugo tiri salo media is the most powerful media belai nagmani and such podcast is the most powerful tool for change development and information and communication noro je kuno issues no tinai group discussions ba podcast discussion khaina kai either noro o podcast of hai decide by malai nai norok podcast represent khaimano, or if you have better ideas norok diji bo haino oro fai srungai ba srungjak tongkha kai podcast by the social issues sini culture sini tradition sini history no, so it's high time that we record and preserve, archive and disseminate the information. Hambai.
Sir bele powerful habai kenang sar nodes request khanya mo songo zaro filter tonai rok tabuk mass media journalist communication je samung khai tonai rong bai sar nang sin Tiprasa haste ni bor rong no nang kindly kok kasar di sir.
Sini Tiprasa ba bukung bara media ba Tripura as a whole tam bukung bara every citizen media no sung joto saimano je belai powerful pia ba media channel ba podcast ba blog khairi kai there should be some ethics, there should be some training mane sudu editing techniques abu sibia bomai content no bomai jaga wo sanani, because we all live in society musang ni bagai khainan kai together faidi communicate khaidi norok Tripura University bu phainai sung workshop seminar bu khaimano norok ni jaga tong khang ka ajaga phai bu chung phatar ni borono tu bui oro je krung tongai rok no bu sung tu bui nai, so that norok ni je chikon media haman do tui nai because tam chikon kotor ni concept ya BBC bu haino social media nung jago
Correct sir.
ni individual haino social media nung jago phiaba why some channel and pages and blog has number of followers diri tam ni bagi ugya kintu bui khang ka nung ugi baya am hai buya tini nung ugya khana nung aste ugi thangnai okay sung skill set training mari nai sung amno willpower matong nai ungna musung khang kai practice makes a man perfect puila content la bu perfect ugya klaite ithanai ki media ni ka oma haino kok samani yungthung resap mani yungthung performance yungthung podcast yungthung first decide second hamnai second decide third hamnai third decide fourth hamnai nang you know at the end of the day nang bu haino Rajdeep Sardesa songhai group rati songhai you will reach to that level and nobody can stop this media today.
Sir nang paifle hambai namu song sir nangani podcast so ani invitation accept kai phaim bagai sir beleke hambai sir no
belai hambai no bo God bless you taibu samung kaham khainai take this your podcast to the highest level.
Hambai sir hambai nangno paifle hambai taro paithak zora sine episodes be kereng tongmani bagai au naite baike zora lai thangka sichalablia phiaba ang nongno kok kacharnai ang haino hai phaini hati baro katal episodes kaham narwai tuwi kok cherja ya topic rongno sung chair lainai hinai hengkang poito bukhlayo norok tirena episodes naimani yakulo norok nongni future nongni thinang sini history sini root sini culture sini society overall ni norok kaisa idea mangkhana plus busangni bagai norok kaisa lama ya kaisa direction mangkhana ni ang poito khlayo engke ang thangte kongno sanai let's listen learn and grow together hambai.